Only 3 teams since 1990 have started a season 0-3 and made the playoffs. That's the task facing the Titans as they try to avoid an 0-4 start. Jason Horowitz, glad to be alongside NFL.com's Pat Kirwan. Glad to be with you on the NFL Preview Show presented by Tyson Anytizers. And Pat, you know, Tennessee has lost its 3 games by a total of 17 points, so essentially 1 possession in each of the 3 games. What has been the difference from a team that was 13-3 last year to 0-3 this year?
The difference is directly aimed at the defensive pass defense, the back 7 on pass downs. They're giving up 275 yards back there, and they've got what I'd call all-pro players back there. So that's the problem. Now, remember this team last year could rush the passer with 4. They never had to blitz. Now they're finding out they can't get to the quarterback like they used to. They got a couple of sacks, but not critical ones, and now they've got to send some people. That's changing the dynamic, and the pass defense is struggling.
You know, another thing to point to also, Tennessee has 8 turnovers this year. They had only 15 all of last year, and Kerry Collins has been picked 4 times, the same amount that he had in the first 10 games, which were all wins last year.
Right, and we remind our viewers here that when their winning formula last year, when they won more games than anybody else, Kerry Collins threw the ball 26 times a game. That was their average. Now they're up in the high 30s. I've talked to Jeff Fisher about it. They want to get it back down, but that pass defense that gives up scores forces them to have to throw the ball 10 more times than they really want to.
Well, Kerry Collins is a dynamic player in Chris Johnson. We know the Jaguars have a dynamic player in Maurice Jones-Drew, tied a career high with 3 touchdowns last week. Which player has a better chance of having a better game this week?
Well, Chris Johnson to me is so explosive. And he's 6.6 a carry, and he can be, and he's a good receiver. Although Maurice Jones-Drew has 2 more receptions than him, I still think Chris is a much more dangerous player when you start looking at him in the open field. Maurice Jones-Drew will take this team on his back. He's got that will to win, and they're going to feed him the ball. I asked Jack Del Rio, are you thinking you're giving him the ball too many times? He goes, the optimum for us is 20 to 25 touches a game. We cross the 30 line. We don't want to do that. If we're going to start to get into that area, we've got to get other people involved with the touches. But when you're on the football field trying to win a game and Mo is hot, you're going to keep doing it. A month from now, we might be talking about why he's hurt if he keeps doing this. But for now, he's going to be 30 touches.
Well, it wasn't Maurice Jones-Drew that took the last hit in the game last week. It was Chris Brown for the Texans fumbling at the goal line, which is why the reason the Jaguars are 1-2. Having said that, you started this off by saying that Titans can't stop the pass. Is this a big day for David Garrard?
Well, David Garrard is what I'd call a conservative passer. And I know they're getting a lot out of Michael Sims-Walker right now. He was a target 10 times, and they're going to throw the ball. They're going to blend the throw. And they're going to try to win this game, though, with the running game. And they're going to find out that Tennessee, who I believe is 4-1 against them in the last 5 times they played, is going to slow and stop that run down. And now it's going to come down to the passing attack. I don't know if David Garrard can get to him. I think Jeff Fisher's working overtime to fix some of the things in the secondary. I think Tennessee will get this thing back on course.
Back on course. Does it happen this week here in Week 4 get their first win?
And I think they do. And nothing against Jacksonville, but Tennessee's too good to be 0-3, and now to go 0-4. You know, last year 0-3 meant no winning record. And I know Jeff's talked to his team about that. 8-8 was the best anyone came out of the 0-3 group. I think he gets his team to 1-3, and they start climbing out. They still have a top 10 run defense.
Someone from his own division started 0-4 last year and finished 8-8, and that would be the Houston Texans. For more on this game, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, by the way, on CBS The Kick. For more on this game, stay right here with CBSSports.com. And, of course, that'll do it for the NFL Preview Show, presented by Tyson Anytizers, the meaty Good Man snack.
Yeah, I'm loving those.
Thought you would like it. Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.